Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to look at graphing inequalities on a number line. So a reminder, the different inequality symbols. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares two quantities that are not equal. The following symbols represent inequalities. We have the less than sign, the greater than sign, the not equal to sign, less than or equal to sign, and greater than or equal to sign. So these give us not just one number for an answer anymore, but we get a whole range of answers. We get multiple numbers that make the statement true now. So unlike an equation where a solution had exactly one number, an inequality reflects a solution where there is more than one number. So if you remember when we looked at the graph of x equals 4 on a number line, it was a closed point at the number 4. And that closed point meant that 4 was the only solution for that equation. If we're graphing the inequality x is greater than or equal to 4, on the number line we have a closed point at 4, which means 4 itself is part of the solution. And then any number bigger than 4 is also part of the solution, and we show that by having an arrow that points towards the right. So the shaded point at 4 means that 4 is the solution to the inequality, and the arrow pointing to the right represents solutions that are greater than 4. Our next example, graph the inequality x is less than 4. Now in this case, the value 4 itself does not make the statement true. It actually makes it false. So to show that, we put an unshaded or open point at 4 because it is not a solution, but acts as a boundary for the arrow pointing to the left, which represents all the solutions where x is less than 4. So we have an open point at 4 and we shade towards the left this time. Okay, so graph each inequality on a number line. X is less than or equal to -2. So on my number line, I'm going to start by putting -2 in the middle. I'm going to go 2 values either side of it, just like I did before. Now, because there is an equal sign in my inequality symbol, that means that -2 itself is part of my solution. It makes the inequality true. And then I'm looking at all numbers that are less than -2, so I would shade towards the left. My next example, 8 is greater than W. I prefer to rewrite this with the variable written first, so I would rewrite it as W is less than 8. Now on my number line, I put 8 in the middle, go 2 values either side of it. And in this case, there is no equal sign at 8, so I have an open circle at the value 8. And I'm looking at numbers that are less than 8, so I would now shade towards the left. Our next example, -2 is greater than or equal to y. Again, I would rewrite this with the variable written first because it helps me with my graph. So I would rewrite it as saying y is less than or equal to -2. So I put -2 in the center, -2, and fix that. -2, -1, 0, -3, -4, going 2 values either side of -2. This time there is an equal sign at -2, so I have a closed point at -2. I'm looking at numbers below -2, so my arrow shades towards the left. Our last example, t is greater than or equal to 5. So I'll put 5 in the center, go 2 values either side of it. There is an equal sign at 5, so I have a solid or closed point at 5, and I shade towards the right. I hope this video helps you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.